예, 네이버에서 검색되는 진짜 작가 되기 위한 프로젝트가 있는데요. 인공지능 아카데미와 협하고 있는 최강 작가에서 주최하는 무료 웨비나 7일 저녁 8시에 시행이 됩니다. 무료로 들어보시고 정식 코스에 등록을 하시게 되면은 인공지능 아재의 아카데미의 추천 설명을 해주시면은 특별한 혜택을 더 받으실 수가 있습니다. 제가 이 코스를 추천하는 이유는 능력이 부족하거나 의지가 부족하더라도 멱살 잡고 끌고 가는 강력한 책임감과 의지 부분이 있기 때문에 감히 추천을 드립니다. 언론에서도 소개가 많이 되었어요. 27세부터 76세의 주부님까지 작가의 반열에 오르셔서 새로운 인생의 도전을 하고 계십니다. 관심 많이 가져주시고 특별히 부트캠프 참석하시기 전에 무료 웨비나에 참석하시고 정식으로 부트캠프에서 도전하시게 되면 인공지능 아재의 추천을 받으시면 특별한 혜택도 함께 하니까 좋은 기회 놓치지 마시고 참여해 보시길 바랍니다.
Good morning, everybody. Today, we have one of the most fun, cool things we have ever launched. People have been waiting for this for a long time. We know we've made you wait, but we think it's really worth it, and we think you're going to love it. We are launching native images in ChatGPT. Image generation has been around for a while. In fact, one of the first things that we ever were known for was the original DALL-E. But image generation has been largely a novelty. You've been able to make some cool art with it, and people have done amazing things, but it has not had the power to be really useful in a wide variety of ways. The thing that we're going to launch today is native image generation in our 4.0 model, and it's such a huge step forward that the best way to explain it to you is just to show it.
안녕하세요. 인공지능 아카데미 아재입니다. 오늘 새벽 3시에 오픈AI의 샘 알트만이 직접 출연하는 방송이 있었습니다. 라이브 방송이 있어서 제가 녹화를 하고 한글로 번역을 했었는데요. 이 전체 내용을 보시면은 지루하시죠? 이게 어떤 내용이냐 하면은 아래에 그 문자로 되어 있는 스피커스 노트라는 이 내용이 적힌 종이를 백그라운드로 해서 이미지를 생성을 하라는 거예요. 그래서 그 이미지를 내용을 보시면은 제가 넘길게요.
Let me see. So it seems to have gotten all the text. I don't see any typos.
네, 이 영상을 보실 필요는 없고 제가 번역한 자막이 있는데 이 스피커스 노트가 종이에 적혀 있는 부분을 이미지로 만들어라는 내용이에요. 이 스피커스 노트가 입력이 된 이미지가 만들어진 겁니다. 이거는 이미지를 어떻게 만들어라는 프롬프트예요. 명령어고 이거는 명령어가 아닌 이 프롬프트가 스피커스 노트가 파트 1, 파트 2가 들어간 이미지를 생성해라고 해서 나온 결과가 조금 전에 이 모습입니다. 굉장하죠? 멋지죠? 여기도. 그리고 샘 알트만도 아주 유심히 바라보고 있습니다. 그 다음에 여기에서 사진을 찍어요. 휴대폰에서 찍은 사진을 업로드를 할 수가 있죠. 그런 다음에 이 이미지 샘 알트만과 2명의 연구원이 있는 이 이미지를 가지고 업로드를 해서 밈을 만들라고 한 겁니다. 그러면은 이렇게 만화식으로 밈이 만들어진 거예요. 다시 추가로 뭘 하냐면은 make it into a meme을 field AGI를 느낀다는 타이틀의 밈으로 다시 만들어 달라는 겁니다. 그러면서 AGI가 다 다가왔다, 곧 공개가 된다는 것을 은근슬쩍 암시를 해주는 거예요. 자, field AGI라고 해서 나오죠. 그 다음에 이제 하나 더 있는데요. 다른 이제 멤버로 교체가 됩니다. 교체가 되면서 만드는데 여기 보시면 Make a colorful page of manga describing the theory of 상대성 이론을 설명하는 묘사하는 컬러풀한 망가 한 페이지를 만들어라고 하고 약간의 유머를 추가를 하라고 합니다. 그러면은 이렇게 만들어졌어요. 만화가 만들어졌습니다. 근데 여기에는 보면 일본어도 잘 나와요. 한자하고 일본어도 다국어가. 그 다음에 하나의 또 예를 드릴게요.
And I thought it would be really cool if we can design a new one in the same style for 4.0 image generation. So I took a photo of it in the morning. This is what it looks like. But instead of having the giant cat king here, I would like to have my dog Sanji to be the main character. And this is a photo of my dog. He's cute. And I've also included a couple details that I would like to see on the card, including the name of the model, the year, and some ability would like to highlight, and also the weight and height for Sanji. And let's see what the model comes up with.
Why is the giant cat king the Sora?
I have no
Little
idea,
trading king thing?
but I feel the trading card for Sora was designed by some professional designer. So it would be amazing if we can actually use our model to generate that.
Yeah, I think our model's come a long way in terms of just very precise text rendering. So it'll be super cool to see.
자, 지금 여러분 보셨죠? 강아지가 들어간 이미지로 바꾸었고 거기에는 몸무게라든가 이런 특징을 집어넣는 전단지를 만들게 된 겁니다. 이 강아지 사진과 고양이 전단지를 넣고 그 전단지의 형식에다가 강아지 이미지를 넣고 특징이 들어가도록 삽입을 한 거예요. 그 다음에 4장의 이미지를 올렸어요. 여기에 4장의 이미지를 올리고 이렇게 하나의 4장의 이미지 특징이 다 들어간 상징적인 하나의 동전 형태를 만든 겁니다. 동전을 만들어 달라고 한 거예요. 앞에서 보셨던 4가지 이미지의 특징을 포함시키는 4가지가 다 포함된 코인, 기념주화 이미지를 만들라고 하고 그 다음에 여기에서 만든 다음에 배경이 있으니까 추가로 명령어를 넣습니다. 명령어를 넣어서 뭐냐면은 투명한 백그라운드로 해서 배경이 없는 동전만 가지고 와서 이미지를 다른 이미지에다가 합성을 시킬 수 있는 그런 형태로 만들기 위해서 기존 이미지를 백그라운드를 제거하고 투명한 이미지로도 만들 수가 있다. 그 능력을 보여주는 하나의 예시인데요. 지금 여기서는 GPT-4 옴니 일반 웹 화면에서 다 했잖아요. 근데 실제로 좀 있으면 되겠지만은 제가 이렇게 웹 화면에서 명령어를 내립니다. 이 아가씨가 주인공이고 이 텍스트가 적힌 내용이 한국 아이돌 숙녀가 카페에서 읽고 있는 이미지를 생성하세요 하니까 한글 렌더링은 잘 안 됐어요. 제가 놀라운 걸 지금부터 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 잘 보세요. 사용 방법을. 또 모르시고 나서 나중에 또 괜히 아는 척 하시고 제대로 이용 못 하시고 그런 분이 많으신데 지금부터 집중해서 들으시고 텍스트만 추출해서 잘 배우시는 것 같으면은 애써 공부할 필요 없겠죠. 자, 그러면 이게 어디서 나오느냐 하면은 여기 보세요. 지금 보시고 계시죠? 새로 생겼어요. 여기에서 이미지를 선택을 해주는 거죠. 그리고 이 예를 가지고 설명을 드릴게요. 여기에서 보시면은 이 오픈AI 아카데미라는 제가 캡처한 이미지, 그리고 한국 여성, 그 다음에 레비아트 생성한 이미지예요. 4가지의 이미지를 혼합하여 멋진 영감을 주는 이미지를 만들어 달라고 한 겁니다. 그러니까 4가지 이미지가 캐릭터가 그대로 들어갔죠. 똑같아요, 여기는. 그런데 다만 약간 달라졌는데 사람의 얼굴이 조금 달라진 게 있습니다. 이거는 그대로 글자가 그대로 아주 텍스트 렌더링이 아카데미 잘 되죠. 이렇게 생성이 된 겁니다. 그리고 더 놀라운 것은 이 부분이에요. 한글이 텍스트 렌더링이 잘 안 되는데 한글 텍스트 렌더링을 어떻게 했냐면 제가 조금 전에 그 GPT에서 보셨던 이 내용을 캡처를 했어요. 이 부분을 캡처를 하고 그 이미지를 업로드를 한 거죠. 제가 이 이미지를 하나 올렸어요. 그리고 어떻게 했냐면은 아가씨가 1번 이미지의 내용을 설명하는 아나운스로 들어있는 광고용 전단지, 그리고 1번 이미지의 텍스트가 그대로 삽입되어야 함, 이렇게 한 겁니다. 물론 한두 자가 살짝 오타가 있어요. 완벽하지는 않지만 굉장히 놀라운 겁니다. 텍스트가 한글 텍스트 렌더링이 완벽해요. 샘 알트만도 잘 나와서 다행이라고 할 정도로. 영어도 그런데 여기서도 보시면은 이게 실제로는 처음 여러분들한테 보여드리기 위해서 이렇게 만든 거지만은 이미지의 퀄리티가 이제 그 전에와 달라졌죠. 플럭스나 미드저니처럼 실사에 가까운 이미지가 나옵니다. 굉장히 정확합니다. 이 쌍따옴표, 화살표 이런 내용까지 이미지에 있는 요 부호 모양까지 그대로 가지고 왔어요. 다시 여기에서 추가를 한번 해보겠습니다. 이렇게 그냥 남자가 광고 모델로 들어간 이미지 2장의 이미지를 업로드하고 이렇게 리믹스를 하는 겁니다. 그러면은 이제 생성이 되겠죠. 요 사이에 제가 했던 부분을 보여드리면은 뉴턴의 프리즘 익스피리먼트라고 해서 실험이에요. 프리즘 실험인데 이 이미지가 텍스트 렌더링이 엄청납니다. 이거를 소라에서 그냥 만든 거예요. 이미지 GPT에서 이미지를 생성을 한 겁니다. 엄청나죠? 잠시 생성되는 동안에 설명을 드리면은 이 애플 워치에 있는 여기 보시면은 원형이 요렇죠. 요게 약간 변경된 거예요. 살짝 아기의 인형은 캐릭터는 거의 똑같죠. 그 다음에 이 오픈AI 아카데미라는 이미지 그리고 한국 여성의 이미지 요거는 조금 테스트를 하면은 훨씬 더 좋아질 것 같아요. 그 다음에 여기서 이제 생성이 되고 있잖아요. 다시 한번 올려서 싱크로율이 낮아지긴 했는데 어떠세요? 오픈AI 아카데미 전단지 굉장히 정확하게 나왔죠. 놀랍습니다. 그 다음에 여기서 다시 이 이미지를 올리고 텍스트를 이렇게 해보고 여러분들이 상상력을 가지고 계속 하시면 되죠. 그러니까 오픈AI에서 하지 않았던 부분도 보여드린 겁니다. 또 여기서 했던 것을 내용을 보여드리면 이미지에다가 얼마 전에 우리 하늘나라로 간 우리 강아지의 이미지를 넣어서 강아지를 안고 있는 남자 강아지를 안고 있는 남자로 해서 리믹스를 시켜서 어떻게 되는지 한 번에 2장씩만 생성할 수 있어서 지금 현재 진행이 되고 있기 때문에 조금 기다려야 됩니다. 하나의 레퍼런스 이미지를 놓고 계속해서 재생성을 하면 AI 모델을 만들어 쓸 수도 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 지금 여기 보시면은 86% 정도가 됐죠. 이렇게 I love you. 이 경우는 싱크로율이 꽤 높습니다. 그 다음에 이제 이게 리믹스를 보내면은 생성을 하겠죠. 여기서는 객체를 4개, 5개를 집어넣어도 되거든요. 자, 여기에서 예를 들면은 리믹스를 하잖아요. 에디트 리믹스를 하면은 여기에다가 기존에다가 프롬프트를 하나 더 집어넣는데 저희 강아지를 하나 더 집어넣어 가지고 5가지의 영감을 주는 이미지로 리믹스를 한번 해보겠습니다. 강아지를 아는 남자 보세요. 어떠세요? 너무 똑같습니다. 이 강아지는 이 동물들이 원래 모사가 잘 돼요. 그죠? 상당히 싱크로율이 높은데 저의 얼굴이 다르기는 하지만은 굳이 제 얼굴이 아니어도 되기 때문에 이런 경우에 다른 AI 모델을 만드시는 경우에는 여러분들이 충분히 쓰실 수가 있습니다. 멋지죠? 지금 이제 4가지를 해서 이렇게 하나의 새로운 이미지로 컨셉으로 이제 어도비가 편집 툴 필요 없어요. 한글까지 이렇게 완벽하게 되면은 굳이 편집 툴을 비싸게 써야 될 필요가 없는 거죠. 이제 마지막으로 제가 연습하는 건 이것도 보세요. 얼마나 자연스럽고 손가락도 굉장히 잘 나왔잖아요. 창의적인 혼합인데 보실까요? 인스파이어 했고 오픈AI 아카데미 나왔는데 강아지가 여기 들어갔잖아요. 아주 이쁘게 배치를 했습니다. 여기는 강아지가 빠졌는데 강아지가 아주 이쁘게 들어가서 하나의 새로운 컨셉, 영감을 주는 이미지로 만들어졌습니다. 오늘 이 굉장한 소식을 세계에서 유튜브 중에서는 가장 빨리 전하는 겁니다. 왜냐하면 영상 작업 자체를 저처럼 빨리 할 수 있는 사람이 없기 때문에 그래서 여러분들께 오픈AI에서 발표한 GPT의 정말 멋진 이미지 생성 기술 오늘 소개해드리면서 즐거운 마음으로 잠자리에 들 것 같습니다. 여러분은 보셔야 되는데 저는 이제 밤을 새서 잠자리에 들어야 될 것 같습니다. 그럼 또 정확하고 좋은 내용으로 찾아뵙겠습니다. 끝까지 봐주셔서 감사드립니다. 네, 고맙습니다.
which we'll do very soon. But this is really something that we have been excited about bringing to the world for a long time. We think that if we can offer image generation like this, creatives, educators, small business owners, students, way more will be able to use this and do all kinds of new things with AI that they couldn't before. And really the best thing to do is just to show it to you. So I'd like to introduce Gabe, who is the lead researcher and really the primary driver of this product, and we will, I'll hand it over.
Hey, so I'm Gabe, lead researcher.
Hey, I'm Praful. I'm the head of multimodal research.
So, okay, I'm going to jump right in with a demo. And the reason I'm starting off with a demo is because I'm also using these demos as my speaker notes. So it's a bit handy. Now, 2 years ago, when we first started this project, we were interested in sort of like maybe a scientific question about what native support for image generation would look like in a model as powerful as GPT-4. We didn't know the answer to that question. But a year later, when the model was done training, we saw really exciting signs of life. So, you know, we featured this in a full blog post, if some of you will remember, And we saw that the model could render paragraphs of text, for example, or you could combine images in really very interesting and novel ways. And I think we spent a lot of time just playing with this model, and I felt that sense of like joy and excitement. I haven't felt for a very long time, maybe even since GPT-2.
I haven't either. This was one of those really wow moments.
It was a wow moment, but that model was still a bit rough around the edges. So it's sometimes made typos. It was kind of unreliable, I would say. And so over the last year, I've been refining this model to make it more accessible and more user-friendly to the average person. And so, the image is generating, as you can see. And let me see. So it seems to have gotten all the text. I don't see any typos, which is good. Okay.
It's still amazing to me to see image generation with perfect text. It shouldn't be that impressive, but somehow we've been waiting for this for so long, and every time it happens, it's like, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah,
and the number of things that like this image had to get right in the instructions, like the what you want focused on, not like that it should be a point of view image and where we are, and then sort of to get having the text like that's just this is still amazing to me.
Yeah, and point of view images are actually really hard to do, and this kind of looks like what we see right now.
It looks like you had just taken it. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I am going to begin my demo by taking a selfie of all of us. So, give me a nice expression. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to make it into an anime frame.
Nice.
So in this case, it's not just getting the context of my text prompt, but it's also getting this image, and it can use both of these to produce a really nice image for us. And this is possible because we trained 4o as an omni model. So, it's a model of not just language, but images, audio, all modalities, in and out. It understands them, it can generate them, and it can, seamlessly work across these things. And we have spent a lot of effort to, make useful products like first advanced voice mode, where audio just works seamlessly, and now this, where images just work seamlessly across the board.
It is so cool that we're finally getting towards this truly integrated multimodal model that just does everything.
Yeah. And in this case, it gives the user a lot more control because, I might want a specific style, or I might want to use a specific previous image I have, or, a design palette or something. And they can provide all of this context to ChatGPT. It can just use all of this and, produce the thing you want. It becomes more controllable. Oh, okay.
All right.
We can, you're already seeing the sky behind us, the plants.
By the way, this goes live today in ChatGPT and Sora. I think rollout's already started, so if you also want to make an anime version of yourself, you can now do that.
Yeah, I think it's already out to all pro.
Great.
Plus should be done pretty soon.
Amazing.
Nice.
It'll be available to free users too.
I see. I have my little beard there. I see your expressions.
And the hand sign.
And
is
my hand
perfect.
sign too.
Yeah.
Nice. What should we do next with this?
Can we make a meme out of it?
Ooh, make it into a
Since
meme.
that's on game speaker notes.
What do you wanna?
One of the common memes inside of Openai is feel the AGI. I have no idea what AI will think about that, but let's try it.
I do feel the AGI. Yeah, and in this case,
Wow,
right?
that anime thing is so good.
Yeah. And in this case, the model is seeing all of the past context as well, and it uses all of its knowledge of language and memes and everything to give us a new rendition. And this multi-turn nature makes it even more useful to people, right? Like, I can ask for any edit I want. If it gets it wrong, I can just be like, hey, fix that thing. I think that, is taking us into a direction of making these more like tools, not toys for people. And I think I'm really excited by that.
Speaking of memes, how much do you think 4o knows about common internet memes in general? Like if we had picked.
I think it knows a lot, and in fact, when we first put this out to people inside OpenAI, most of what we got was memes from people. Maybe Gabe can tell you more about that.
Yeah, I mean, memes were like one of the #1 use cases for this model in our internal version, and yeah, I was just thinking about memes and why this use case kind of struck a chord with the company, and what I realized is that as in the last 9 months as I've been working on this model. I've been doing this kind of like meditative exercise where I sort of look at all the images around me, and I realize I'm just surrounded by hundreds of images maybe a day, and all these images not necessarily the most aesthetic or beautiful images, but they were all created with intent. They were all like memes, they were all created to to persuade, to inform, to educate, These are the workhorse images that comprise our everyday life. And what I'm very excited is that I'll be able to be giving this power to create workhorse images to everyone in the world in ChatGPT.
Speaking of this power, we are giving a much higher degree of creative expression and creative freedom than we normally do. And so what we'd like is for the model to not be offensive if you don't want it to be, but if you want it to be within reason, really let people create what they need and what they want to eat, what they want. And we may not get the line there perfectly on day one, but we think given what Gabe just said, we want to lean pretty far into creative freedom and let people get maximum utility out of this model. And we're excited to see what people will do with it.
Yeah, me too.
Let's look at the meme we got.
That's great. Okay, so thank you guys very much, and we're going to welcome a few other research and product people to show some more stuff, unless either of you have anything else.
No, thanks, Sam.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so in addition to building all of the great research that went into this, we really wanted to work hard to make it a great product experience as well. And so if my colleagues want to introduce themselves, maybe starting with Alan, we'll then show you a few more things.
Hi, I'm Alan. I'm a research scientist at Openai.
Hi, my name is Ben Chao. I'm an engineer on ChatGPT.
Hi, my name is Lu. I'm a research scientist at Openai.
So as our models get more capable, their knowledge of the world is deepening. But so far, they've really only been able to express themselves in either text or code. And I think what's really exciting about this release is that now these models can actually visualize what they know and externalize it in a visual way. So the prompt that I'm going to try is make a colorful page of manga describing the theory of relativity, and just for fun, we'll ask it to add some humor.
How well do you find that the model understands like visual humor versus just funny text?
I think that given that this prompt is so vague, it'll be interesting to see, what kind of wild cardy stuff the model comes up with. This is really just it leveraging the world knowledge that it has, writing maybe an extended version of the prompt, and then giving us a nice image. But if you have a much more detailed sense of the kind of story that you want to convey in this kind of thing, like a manga or an image or in general, you can definitely do that. This model is very good at following instructions, and in the blog post that we just put out, there's a lot of nice examples of how you can do exactly that.
By the way, these images are much slower than our previous image generation thing, but unbelievably better. We think it's super, super worth the wait. We also will be able to make it faster over time. But yeah, it's quite the ratio of quality to time we think is already great.
Yeah. And it looks like it's given us not only some English, but a different language here. But yeah, I think in general, we're hoping that this model's ability to not only generate images, but also blend in precise text in the right ways, makes it not only a tool for imagination, but also for learning and for communication.
It did add some humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the layout.
Yeah.
And definitely quite colorful. I'll end this off now.
That's beautiful.
Thanks, Alan. So Alan just showed us how much this model can shine in professional and educational environments. But what I love the most about this model is how accessible it is to everyone. For someone like me who don't have professional artistic skills, but still enjoys expressing my creativity. To show you what I meant, I've prepared something special. Let's kick it off. So I was inspired by this trading card in my hand that I got from our Sora launch. And I thought it would be really cool if we can design a new one in the same style for photo image generation. So I took a photo of it in the morning. This is what it looks like. But instead of having the giant cat king here, I would like to have my dog Sanji to be the main character. And this is a photo of my dog. He's cute. And I've also included a couple details that I would like to see on the card, including the name of the model, the year, and some ability would like to highlight, and also the weight and height for Sanji. And let's see what the model comes up with.
Why is the giant cat king the Sora?
I have no idea,
thing?
but I feel the trading card for Sora was designed by some professional designer. So it would be amazing if we can actually use our model to generate that.
Yeah, I think our model has come a long way in terms of just very precise text rendering. So it'll be super cool to see how well it does with this detailed instruction.
Can I see the original card?
Yes.
Oh, it's very nice.
It looks like it's already reviewing.
We should do these for every launch. These are cool.
Yeah.
I guess now we can make them with image gen.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Yeah. And yeah, Sanji is snowboarding, which is something I've never seen him doing in real life, but it'll be cool.
The
Yeah.
text is also very crisp.
Yes, and it got all the stats correct. That's amazing. Thank you for letting me share this little creative moment with you. And now I'm excited to pass it on to Lou to show you more innovative ways of using our product.
Yeah, sure. I'm very happy to share that with everyone today. So we've seen the generation from Alan and Mengqiao. So today I'm going to do something very special here. So I'm going to make a memorial coin based on the generations from these two, and also another two pictures that is in our background. So I'm going to first copy the pictures from Alan, and also the pictures from Mengqiao, and the rest of the two are the background we show here in the demo. So I would like to also use a special hex code here. So as you can see, this special hex code is a spring color because Foro and this launch both launched in spring. So I would like it to be a unique color for us. And also I would like to include the text for image gen and today's date on this memorial coin. So we can make a souvenir for us for today. So you can see this model is trained in an autoregressive way. So it is able to understand both text and multiple images in context and seamlessly render it in a very harmonious way in a coin. So it's able to, can you imagine how this coin will look like based on this?
Not easily from that, but I'm excited to see.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm thinking of also. So we are seeing here, so we have the Foro image gen, and we have the bear, that is the artistic bear there, the radio there, and also Alan's manga, and we're still meeting Sungji.
That's so cool.
Cool, that's very cool.
I want one of those.
Yes, I agree. So now I'm going to make it a transparency background because we really wanted this coin to be printed out so we can have this coin physically for us. So as you can see, the model not only can understand context in one turn, it is also understanding the context across multiple turns in context. So from today, we can just chat to ChatGPT in a more visual way. And this is just a very simple example. Make a transparency background. You can also talk to the model, for example, imagine how will this coin look like on the back set. Or we can make a unique color for Alan and Mengqiao and me to have a different unique color for each one.
And other than making the background transparent, how good will it be at keeping the actual coin itself consistent between the two?
Yeah, it's very good at keeping the editing consistent. So that is also to see you can use ChatGPT from today to do image editing and image refinement in ChatGPT and using a very chatty language. Cool. Here, so we see the coin here, and it's in transparent background now, and it's keeping the consistency between the previous generation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Well, we're so excited to get this out to the world. It goes live today in ChatGPT and Sora. It will come to the API soon. We really think this is a huge step forward in what AI models are capable of doing visually, and we cannot wait to see what you all will create. Thank you very much, and again, congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.